Hi coaches, I wanted to make a video today about when you have new challengers or just challengers in general and you're checking up on them and they're not responding to you, or you check up on them, every couple weeks and maybe the first week they did great, second week they totally fell off and they're not seeing results. What are you doing wrong? Here's the thing, you're doing nothing wrong. Nothing about this situation has a reflection of anything that has to do with you. It's everything to do with the person themselves. So, we can provide suggestions, we can give motivation, we can handhold people, but we can't do the work for them. They have to want to do this themselves. They have to want to make the change themselves. This is why I have started to get on the phone with every one of my challengers prior to beginning a challenge with me, because I need to know that they are in this. If you are having to force someone to buy and then force someone to get engaged, you're going to have to force someone to get results, which just isn't possible. They need to want to do this on themselves. So this has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Same thing goes for when you share this with other people and they say, no thanks, I'm not interested. That again, it's not you, it's them. They are not ready to make that commitment. They are not ready to make all of these changes. It is very hard to go from a lifestyle of just eating what you want, not really paying attention, not caring about yourself, to having to, do a complete 180 and take a look in the mirror and be like, I gotta make a change. That's hard. It really is. And I'm sure you guys can relate to that because you guys have gone through it. And, you've gone through it all at different points in your lives. And it took a while to want to make that commitment. So you got to remember that. And you got to remember where these people are starting from. So it has nothing to do with you. Just always be there. And, if somebody says no, then say, okay, that's fine. Would you mind if I touch back with you, maybe in a month or two and just let you know, next time something comes up and see if you're ready then? So you can always ask that. But if somebody's not responding to you, let's say that they are in the challenge group and you're reaching out to them like, hey Sandy, so how are the first few days going? And they're not responding. And then a couple more days go by and you're like, hey Sandy, so how did the first week go? Or, how are the workouts? How is the nutrition? She's still not responding. Okay, most likely she's not doing it and she's afraid to tell you. So that's okay. Soften the blow. Maybe, after a couple days, if she's not responding to you, say like, hey Sandy, I just want to check in on you. I haven't really heard from you. If you're getting off to a rough start, that's okay. Like, I'm not here to judge, I'm here to help. So, if you need a fresh start, let's talk about it. And just kind of, take off the pressure of like, oh, I gotta tell my coach that I didn't do anything. So let them know it's okay. Like, we're not here to scold. You're not gonna be put in timeout because you didn't do your workout. We just wanna help. We wanna figure this out together and figure out what's going on, what's the reason, what's the lack of motivation, and let's get through this together. So this is where personal development is gonna come in. I talk about this a lot, but if you're doing your personal development, then you know that this has nothing to do with you. So that is why we do it. But hopefully this helps for newer coaches to realize that when you're out there doing things, it's not you. And there's nothing that you're going to do wrong. So if you're doing your first challenge group and you're trying things, you're reaching out to people, you're trying to do your best, that's all we can ask for. And think of it as, not even failing forward, but, look back over the course of the month and figure out what worked, what didn't, and make changes and do better next month. So there is nothing wrong that you're ever going to do in this business, but whatever you do, you can assess it and then decide what changes will I make moving forward to make it better. These challenge groups that Marissa and I are running now, she didn't just start off with this. My first challenge group was nothing like the challenge groups that we're doing now. But you know what? We did things that worked, that didn't work, and we finally got to a place that we're finding that this does work. So we've done the grunt work for you, but in your own journey as a coach, you're gonna have the same things. You're gonna find what works when you're reaching out to your own challengers and how to get new challengers and how to keep tabs on them. And you're gonna find out what works and what doesn't, and you're gonna get better each time, and you're gonna become an awesome coach because of it. All right, thanks guys.